Hey friends, I am working on my third layout with my adorable Snips and Snails kit from the Not Just for Boys Kit Club. And this piece right here is a cut file that anybody that made an order during the month of April gets a physical cut file of this. I don't know what color they are sending it in yet. I'm doing my layout just a little ahead of time, but I chose to cut it out of this rust color that was included in my theme kit. I'd like to use this gorgeous star-filled sky background from the Echo Park Imagine That Galaxy Quest piece. I mean, although that does look awesome too. Oh, I love these papers. All right, but my son is wearing denim and I think it is showing best like this. So I have that. I have one full sheet left of paper from this kit, and then I also have these awesome scraps. So I tend to go with scraps first and see where, what I can make from there. I have lots and lots of these great die cuts and wood veneer pieces still, so I have plenty of those pieces. And then I have flair. I have great enamel dots to work with. I have lots of frames. I've used frames in the last two layouts, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do the same again. Don't know, we'll see. As well as most of my chipboard alpha that came with this kit. So I have lots of goodies to play with, and oh, but wait, there's more. I am working on day number 27. I'm working along with Christy of Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. Volume 5, and this right here is the sketch we are working with, and I'll make sure to put it right about here when I'm creating so that you can see if I am able to come close to it or not. No idea how that's going to go. So that's what I have, and let me tell you a tiny bit about this photo. First of all, this reads, "We are all in this together," which we all know what that's about. And this is a picture of my son. This hand is his girlfriend's hand, and we are all in a lockdown at the time of this picture taking. Not sure where we'll be when this goes live. And they went for a walk and they're hanging out, but they were social distancing, so no hugging, no hand holding, any of that. And she has on her Snapchat, "This sucks," which it does. So that's what I have. I'm going to start crafting and take you along with me. Right, one of the coolest things about using cut files is it really helps to kind of plan out the way that your layout's going to go. I mean, you have a cut file that's quite large, right? So, I mean, you have to make sure that you have the real estate on your page, to account for it. So that is part of my whole design process. Where do I want this piece? I did also go ahead and cut it out of the plain colored rust cardstock. I don't really know what the real name is for it. I'm calling it rust. And I just downloaded the cut file, cut it out of that paper, and I love that tone because it pops like crazy, pops off of that great navy blue background that I'm using. I've already used this great lightning paper previously on another layout, so I'm going to go ahead and back another photo with it. It is gorgeous and awesome, and I really wished I had a couple of pieces of that paper because I would have liked to have used it as well for a background. But alas, I had one, so I just went ahead and went with it. I'm going to double matte this photo. I like this pattern paper here with all of these little icons of skateboards and those evil razor scooters and helmets and all that kind of thing. And that works for this photo of my son. Also, my son is wearing a pair of darker jeans, and that is great because it picks up the blue tones I'm using, really picks up his clothing in the photo. And I did tell you this photo is a picture taken by my son's girlfriend. I believe she Snapchatted it of herself on a date with my son very far away on her front porch. So it's a very tricky time for our world, and it's I think it's really tricky for young people that are used to spending a lot of time together, and it's really just not that possible right now. Now I am down to a number of scraps in this kit because I like to use them right up. I do get a fourth layout done. So I got 4 out of this kit, but now keeping in mind I generally use tons of pattern paper and not as much of the cardstock kind of stuff. So that is a problem that you do run out. The cardstock that I do have in this kit, I've only used that rust color. Now here's a super cool thing. I ended up with 2 pieces of that rust colored cardstock paper, so I did get a little bit more use out of it than a lot of people might be able to. I used my ever so favorite ticket punch to start creating a little set of tickets that will be going on the bottom left there, and I'm going through the pieces that I have left in this kit to audition all kinds of different things to see what would work for the story I am trying to tell. I have gone ahead and attached my little tickets down as well as my photo block. And now I'm going to start building up some of the pieces that are in this little cluster that I have to the lower left. And if you look in the sketch, you see some writing as well as that great banner piece going on the lower left. So this is my little nod to that element. I just wanted to make sure that I had something kind of heavy over in that area since I'm not using those banner pieces like you see in the sketch. And you know, a great thing about a sketch is it can be a lovely jumping off point, not necessarily a demand for how you use it, but it's a great jumping off point. This little boy's rule piece that I'm going to use, I have popped up on a little bit of fun foam, so it's not just all flat pieces in that little cluster. I'm going to use this great little banner piece up at the top. I didn't have anything like that on the sketch, but I wanted to use this piece so much. I love that really nice teal aqua tone, so this is my way of sneaking that in. I did pop up that little piece that read "Oh boy" on a little bit of foam, and now I'm going to go ahead and spend way too long popping up this cut file on fun foam as well. The fun foam I use is the kind that's adhesive on one side. All right, that's all done. I popped a little adhesive on the back of this file, and I'm going to go ahead and get it mostly straightened out on the top of my layout. So I guess that would be the part where you see that little kite on the sketch and the pieces coming across. I just have a much larger title than where the sketch reads your title here. So at this point, I'm going into the little box where I keep all the stuff from my past kits to see what else I would like to add in here. I have these gorgeous sequins from a previous kit, and I just love them. All right, and you see right here, I'm grabbing 3 of the buttons from a previous kit, and look at how well they match. They are navy, aqua, and white, which, I mean, it looks like it's made for this kit. So I'm going ahead and popping them on, and I was trying to see if I wanted to use any of these great little sequins bits. And I like these nice bold white ones to add just a little bit more texture and dimension and all that great stuff on here. Oh, and you'll have to excuse if you can hear my youngest bulldog. He's getting his nap in, and he is very, very loud, and he's only a couple feet from me, so he is making his presence clearly known. So also in here, do you see how great these little sequin pieces are? I'm seeing if I want to use any of them. I love the wood grain ones from this sequin set, and I have been using tons of them on layouts. So I'll do the same here. This little set of stickers from Heidi Swapp are so awesome. These kind of look like washi tape, and I love these. And once again, these are from a previous kit, and I think they're so awesome. And I don't remember ever having any of them. So I hope we get more of them in future kits because I think they're absolutely awesome. I'm going to be able to use a couple of the pieces from them as well. They have these great limey green tones, and this collection kit that I'm using has really close to the same lime green. I'm also grabbing out some of these lime green colored arrows. On the bottom of the photo, I don't know if you see there, I did end up putting 3 different strips, you know, that I just tore in half on each side and created a bit of a shelf so that it looks like my photo has a bit more of a standing like foundation for my photo to rest on. And I ended up loving that feel. The sketch does have a lot of elements around the base of the photo in that sketch, and that's where I decided that I should follow suit because it looks awesome. These are the enamel dots that came with our kit, and I am sprinkling them here and there around, creating a little bit more interest and a nice little bit of a satin kind of a shine of dimension on my layout. I liked this little piece here that caught my eye that were in some of the leftovers of my die cuts. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it on, and that's where I can do just a little bit of simple journaling. There's not a whole lot to this except for that, you know, dating during COVID-19 is definitely not an easy thing to do. The marker slash pen I'm using is just a nice medium gray, and I prefer to use a medium or dark gray over black in my journaling. I'm popping one more cute little ticket piece in the side just to add a little extra color, and it helps to kind of marry in that little journaling piece I had there, because it was just kind of sitting by itself without a whole lot going on. So I thought I would go ahead and pull up this little piece, that little sequin piece, and just make it more of a cluster. Alright, so here's a little bit more of a close-up of what I've come up with for my third layout with this kit. I hope you like what I've done, and down below I'll go ahead and leave links to where you can see where you can grab these great kits. I will be back ever so soon with another video, my friends. Bye-bye now.